Well, take a look right upfield. It's good blocking by the offensive line. And Terrell Suggs is the first guy there. I said Landry. I was mistaken. It's actually Terrell Suggs is the guy that gets it. Landry's 26 right there. He did give him a little extra throw, although it wasn't as flagrant as it could have been. He walked a fine line and got away with it.
Green. He'll throw it in the flat. It was knocked down by number 93, Dwan Edwards. We get an NFL Today report from JB.
Hey, Greg and Dan, if there are any Colts fans out there, it is ugly in Jacksonville. Take a look. Opening kickoff of the third quarter. Guess what? Maurice Jones-Drew keeps it going. As Shannon would say, can somebody pinch him when he runs by? 93 yards to pay dirt on that kickoff return. 31-10. Greg and Dan.
And Greg, all of a sudden, more question marks than you can answer start to pop up around the Colts.
This is Larry Johnson. And Johnson inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Meanwhile, we've seen him a couple of times this year. Maurice Jones-Drew may be one of the best kept secrets in the National Football League.
A really likable kid out of UCLA he's become a touchdown machine, hasn't he? Yeah. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are getting what they really need, a pretty solid drive into Baltimore territory. A monster third down right here.
Hey! Cut split!
They need the 32-yard line for a first down. Green. Trying to escape, can't do it, goes down at the 44-yard line.
Ray Lewis came in on the blitz. Trevor Price there as well.
Fourth sack of the day, Dan, excuse me.
Is that number 4? From the right, Ray Lewis on a delayed blitz, splits 2 Kansas City blockers and gets in from behind to get on Trent Green.
Defensive coordinator Rex Ryan just having all kinds of fun with this unit. Corey Ross stands back at his own 10. Fair catch called for and dropped. And he covers it at the 11. We have 7:22 to play in the third. The Chiefs offense continues to sputter. 6-0 Baltimore.
For Wilson NFL and GST footballs and much more, visit NASN.com, your home for North American sports merchandise.
Some people think the internet is a good thing. The most powerful educational tool the world has ever known. It's preserving our history, keeping the past alive forever. It's the only place where freedom of speech truly exists. Some people think the internet is a good thing. What do you think?
NHL continues on NASN with an exclusive matchup between 2 Eastern Conference rivals. Peter Forsberg takes his Flyers to the Mellon Arena in Pittsburgh, where the Penguins' new Russian rookie Evgeny Malkin is ruling the ice. Live NHL, Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh, Wednesday late night at 1:30, only on NASN.
Kansas City has come out of that last exchange in pretty good shape because the field position battle swings their way. Baltimore starts from its own 11-yard line. McNair out into the flat. That's complete to Moreeeee, who is hit almost immediately by Derek Johnson.
Well, again, the pressure remains squarely on the shoulders of the Kansas City D. Their offense helped them out a little bit there by, as Greg just talked about, the shift in field position by picking up some first downs. But this is where they really can help out the cause by forcing a Baltimore punt.
2nd and 9, and Arrowhead's getting noisy. McNair over the middle, incomplete, penalty marker.
Yeah, I think. Looks like Derek Johnson was the linebacker that was tied up in coverage. Although the officials are taking their time and talking.
There were fouls by both teams on the play. Illegal formation offense. Number 75 was lined up in the backfield. There was also pass interference defense, number 56. The penalties offset. Replay second down.
Let's remember that play, because the result of this next two could be really interesting in the course of this game.
Because that would have been an automatic first down for the Ravens. Jonathan Ogden, again, look how upset he is. Again, we talked about it earlier in the first half, an offensive tackle. They always try to cheat and slide back a little bit. You've got to have your helmet right around the waistline of the center. He's still back there pretty far in his stance.
McNair gonna throw it deep and has a man wide open. Mark Clayton to the end zone for the touchdown.
It's not often in the National Football League you see a receiver that wide open. Mark Clayton gets 15 yards behind the Kansas City defense in what was obviously a blown coverage. Take a look at it. There he is at the bottom of the screen. A little double move, and both Kansas City defenders let him go. You just don't see that every day.
87 yards to Herm Edwards' dismay. Stover's kick is good. 6:26 to play, third quarter. A few boos as Steve McNair rejoices. 13-0 Baltimore.
We're playing San Diego. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, and puked in between. And that's when I knew it.
I felt like I was playing with little kids and I was a grown man, like Superman.
I ran the fastest 40 at the camp, and I was still 15 years old. So that's when I knew I was gonna be pretty good. Oh yeah.
Big-time touchdown pass for Steve McNair. 6:26 to play in the third. Ravens with a 13-point lead, and Greg Wesley, who appeared to have the big responsibility deep middle. Ball bounces at the 10. Here's Dante Hall from the 3. And across the 20 and hit hard at about the 22-yard line. 6:20 to play. McNair celebrating. Trent Green trying to do something about it after this.
TV Digital ist da. 14 Tage volles Programm. Top-Übersichtlichkeit im großen Format. Neu und einzigartig in Deutschland. Komplett mit allen Programmen von Kabel Digital Home. Plus ARD, RTL, Pro7 und Co. in einem Heft. Alle 31 Kabel Deutschland Programme mit Bewertung und allen Sendeterminen. Bestellen Sie jetzt Ihr Abo unter 080 5 99 77 44. TV Digital. Das ist die Zukunft.
Proving he could turn corners as well as anyone, Carnell Cadillac Williams garnered the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year award in 2005 and became the toast of Tampa Bay.
Cadillac Williams, guys. After 3 games, has more yardage than any running back in the history of football to start his career. Let's get it.
That's the Cadillac everybody wants to see right there.
Trent Green and the offense back to work with 6:20 to play in the third. And here's Larry Johnson trying the right side. Some running room. Out across the 30, across the 35, and out of bounds close to the 40-yard line. Chris McAllister putting him out of bounds. That's Kavika Mitchell, the middle linebacker. Herm Edwards says he is his emotional leader on the defense, and looks like at first glance reading the riot act.
Well, he's talking to the DBs about the fact that you just can't turn a guy loose like that. And right now, the Chiefs, who've made a lot of mistakes in this game, are now in a position down 13 points. They can afford no more. Their margin for error right now doesn't exist.
Johnson again. Larry Johnson turning the corner and out of bounds at about the 43. Let's go back to the touchdown.
Well, it's all because of what Steve McNair does. Up there in the upper right-hand corner, that's Wesley. There's the play fake. He freezes. Then McNair starts to run. He freezes and steps forward again. He has that deep outside responsibility. Ty Law has the underneath coverage. He thinks Wesley is backing him up. The only thing backing him up was Mark Clayton, and a perfect throw from McNair for 87 yards.
Michael Bennett in the backfield on 2nd and 3. Green will throw. That's complete to Chris Wilson. And Wilson out of bounds, and there's a penalty marker down.
That hit might have been out of bounds again.
He was pushed out of bounds by Jerry Johnson.
Oh, Ray Lewis gets a hand on the face mask. It comes right off.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 52, 15-yard penalty, first down.
I'm really surprised that's a 15-yard face mask, because he never did grab it and hold on to it and twist his head. Ray Lewis, no question that that's a face mask penalty, but he gets it. Well, he does pull it a little bit. It does pull a little bit. I've seen that one. That's, yeah, from that angle, you know, it pulls a little bit more than I originally. At first glance, I thought that was the 5-yard variety, but now you saw his head snap a little bit. I can see what the official saw.
Net result, first down for Kansas City inside the Baltimore 35. And movement on the far side. Jason Dunn appeared to jump.
False start, offense, number 88.
Oh, it's
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Incidentally, Larry Johnson has gone over 100 yards, only the second runner this year to go over 100 yards against this Baltimore defense. Travis Henry did it with 107. LJ is up to 114.
But something he does with great regularity here at home. He loves this turf at Arrowhead.
1st and 15. The pitch for Johnson. Trying to get outside. Dodges a couple of tacklers, still on his feet, and down at about the 37-yard line. Let's check in with JB in New York.
Hey, Greg and Dan, proving to be a good day for running back Rudy Johnson of Cincinnati. This is his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's over 1,000 yards rushing for the season. Cincinnati looking for its 4th straight, up comfortably over Oakland. Back to Greg Gumbel, Dan Dierdorf.
All right, thanks, JB. Cincinnati, another one of those 7-5 teams, very much alive in the playoff picture, and even Pittsburgh at 6-7, not totally out of it. Green gives to Bennett. Bennett, no, but there's a marker on the far side of the field.
Larry Johnson, meanwhile, over there on the Kansas City sideline, a member of the training staff looking at his left wrist.
A man in motion while the tight end was going down. The penalty is declined, brings up 3rd down.
Here's Larry Johnson coming off the field just a few seconds ago.
Yeah, they're looking at his lower arm. Boy, that thing is hanging down there. Say that would be a colossal loss for the Kansas City offense. What little of it they have had today has come from Larry Johnson and no place else.
116 yards rushing on the day on 22 carries. So Michael Bennett is in there. 3rd and 15, Green from the shotgun. right up the middle, and that's complete. Gonzalez, close to the 20, enough for a first down. We have a penalty flag down.
There's a penalty flag down.
Once again, Ed Hockley.
Before the pass was thrown, illegal hands to the face, defense, number 21. That penalty is declined. The play results in a first down.
That penalty on Chris McAllister.
Well, one of the rare situations where Trent Green finds a wide open receiver in the secondary of the Ravens. And of all people, it's Tony Gonzalez.
First and 10.
This is a zone defense, and he just sits down in the hook zone. And Ed Reed has the, Ed Reed has the deep coverage. He was expecting some sort of help underneath, and it wasn't there.
Larry Johnson still on the sideline. Michael Bennett in the backfield. First down, Chiefs. At the 21. Bennett. Nowhere to go. Terrell Suggs. One of that terrific linebacking crew of Suggs, Bart Scott, Ray Lewis, Adalis Thomas.
I can't think of a team in the NFL that has four better linebackers than those four right there in terms of their versatility. They're outstanding tacklers. Needless to say, they play the run really well, but they're outstanding pass rushers. And again, Larry Johnson's still out of this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Bennett again. As the Chiefs stay with the running game, and it gets nothing. Trevor Price sees to that on this play.
Without wearing a helmet. That's a little toughness involved there. That's it's playing homage to the old guys who played with a leather helmet. I'll go ahead and make the tackle anyway. What an outstanding football player he's been for the last 10 years in this league. So many of them out there at Mile High Stadium in Denver.
And they love him in Baltimore.
Oh, but what a nice addition this year as a free agent. He fell right in their laps.
3rd and 9. And timeout. Trent Green, you could tell he didn't want to call it, but he felt he had to.
Pick the phone, you fix the monthly bill, so you always know what's coming. You Fix from T-Mobile.
As well as being a thirst-quenching soft drink,
Right, Dave.
a Sprite is also a sort of goblin. This Sprite is not so refreshing at a festival. And it definitely hasn't got any taste. Try new Sprite Z. Great Sprite taste, 0 added sugar.
Play football. When a torn Achilles sidelined him early in 2005, Takeo Spikes promised he'd be back and better than ever in 2006. The two-time Pro Bowler's comeback should reignite and create turnovers for Buffalo's defense. Whether he's crushing the quarterback or intercepting a pass, Spikes will make opposing offenses feel his return all season long.
A look at the wild card race. Cincinnati is winning. The Jets play later. Jacksonville winning. Kansas City losing. And Denver still to play. Larry Johnson back in the ball game. 3rd and 9. And a big play for the Chiefs here. Green under pressure, grab, trying to escape, and can't get away. Adalis Thomas.
We have seen Baltimore play a number of times this year, and they can make a pocket disappear like few other teams in the league. And that's what happens here. Adalys Thomas, number 96, just collapses Jordan Black, then the double team, and then stays with it. He gets the hit, he misses, he comes back and finishes it off. And right there, from that body language, you look like Trent Green, but something in that landing hurt.
Lawrence Tynes from 49 yards out, trying to get something on the board for the Chiefs. On its way, and it's good. Talk about needing something, anything.
Yeah, and that was hardly a chip shot. 49-yard field goal from Tynes. That could have very easily ended up another Kansas City drive with nothing to show.
We'll take the opportunity to remind you, coming up tonight on 60 Minutes, it's violent, bloody, and full of action. So why do Americans love Ultimate Fighting? Just told you. Followed by new episodes of The Amazing Race, Cold Case, and Without a Trace tonight on CBS, America's #1 network.
Not sure it says a lot of really good things about us that becomes popular. It's pretty barbaric.
Dan, I am still amazed that there are people who believe that wrestling is for real.
It's not.
1:23 to play in the third, and the Chiefs finally find the scoreboard on a 49-yard field goal by Lawrence Tynes. There's Corey Ross back at his own 5-yard line. And Ross will get a chance to run this one back from his own 4. To the 20, across the 25, nice run back across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Let's take you back to New York once again. JB with an NFL Today update.
Hey, Greg and Dan, take a look. Miami with the touchdown. Finally, Joey Harrington play action. Broken play here. Finds Marty Booker, little seam route, 32-yard strike, 13-0 Dolphins. Hey, Dan, please ask Greg, you mean wrestling's not real?
I know, JB, my heart's broken as well. What's next? He's going to start talking about Santa Claus.
Easter Bunny, all that good stuff. Patriots down at Miami. Indianapolis trailing against Jacksonville. Steve McNair stands in there, hits Todd Heap across the middle, across the 40 to the 43 and a first down.
How's that for being unflappable by Steve McNair? You've got an unblocked pass rusher coming right at you. It's going to be rolling out, rolling right into it. He's got Jared Allen coming right at him. How about a perfect strike to Todd Heap?
McNair 16 of 21 for 219 yards. Jamal Lewis. And Lewis to the 47. Under a half minute to play now in the third quarter.
See, and this is the time of a game where Steve McNair pays off, because this is where the leadership, the been there, done that sort of thing comes into play. And you'd be amazed the way that sort of feeling just radiates throughout the entire huddle. Everybody feeds off of it.
You gave them that feeling in the huddle once. We've come to the end of 3. Baltimore with a 13-3 lead on the Chiefs. We're coming back after this message and a word from your local station. This is the NFL on CBS.
Hockey's not just a game, it's a lifestyle.
Join the Reebok revolution. Visit NASN.com, your home for North American sports merchandise.
Some people think the internet is a bad thing, a place for mankind to exercise its darkest desires. An open market where you can buy anything you want. somewhere that is destroying the last of our privacy. Some people think the internet is a bad thing. What do you think?
Lovely and talented Sid Zixero. Stop it. I'm the ball, dude.
Catch all your sports news highlights and analysis daily on Score Tonight.
Woo! What's he doing? I don't know. Check this out, 720. For real, count it. Watch the move. Oh, you're my boy, Blue!
Score Tonight up to 3 times daily only on NASN.
Gonna throw it deep and has a man wide open. Mark Clayton to the end zone for the touchdown.
So keep it right here on CBS. It's the law.
Ty Law and company on the field. Jamal Lewis in the backfield. As we start the fourth, the pass to Todd Heap. Heap trying to break a tackle and reach the first down marker. Derek Johnson, that ball is whistled down. Derek Johnson had a hold of Heap as he tried to stretch for the first down marker, and he's very close.
Well, that was some effort by Derek Johnson, because initially it looked like Todd Heap was going to break that tackle and easily get the first down. Look at Johnson just hanging on with one hand. He's got Todd Heap's jersey.
Ball came out when he tried to stretch. McNair has picked his spots, thrown the ball very well today.
First blush, it looked like it was just a little bit short, but with the chains being clear on the other side of the field, it's tough to tell exactly.
That much
short. Again, let's watch the conclusion of that play. Todd Heap trying to reach out with the football, and he was already on the ground when the football made contact with the ground and came out.
Third and short from the 46-yard
Yeah, Todd Heap's left knee, his left knee and thigh were on the ground when that ball hit the ground and then came loose. It'd be fruitless rather, to try to challenge that.
3rd and inches. And McNair going to keep it and bulldoze his way to the 45 and a first down.
Steve McNair, the ball carrier, tackled by Jared Allen.
Bears repeating, Steve McNair has not thrown an interception in his last 3 games, has not thrown one today, and has never in his career gone 4 straight games without throwing a pick.
I'd say that the Ravens got themselves quite a bargain when you consider they got him for a 4th round draft choice. That's instant leadership, instant credibility, and as Greg just pointed out, instant efficiency.
Jamal Lewis shakes off the first tackle, but then 3 more are there to bring him to a stop at the 47.
And I tell you what, you really got to give some kudos to this Kansas City defense. Other than that one glaring mistake, look at the guys. You think they're playing the run? There's 8 guys right up there on the line of scrimmage, 8 guys within 2 yards of the ball. That time Kendrell Bell, the guy that was upfield, and killed it. But other than the one big mistake where Greg Wesley didn't cover the middle of the field, they have played this Baltimore offense tough, and I mean really tough.
2nd and 12. Heap in motion, McNair to throw, short pop over the middle to Moreeeee. Moreeeee inside the 40 and down to the 38. No,
that ball's free.
The ball is free. Helmet goes flying, but Patrick Surtain has the football.
Boy, you had a bunch of officials looking at each other back there. Nobody signaled it down.
Dan, I thought I saw the official on this side of the field signal him down.
Ooh, where did that ball come out? As he's spinning, he still has it there. He still has it. Ooh, I think his left leg might have been down when it came out.
Ever wished you could be there to see your team in action? With Game On Holidays, you can combine that big match atmosphere with the holiday of a lifetime for the whole family. We offer city breaks and holidays incorporating all US sports, including NASCAR. All you have to do is visit our website and choose the games or races you want to see, and we'll do the rest. Great seats, great games, great value. Game on.
There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
You pick the phone, you fix the monthly bill, so you always know what's coming. You fix from T-Mobile.
NASN, the North American Sports Network, a new and exciting sports channel dedicated to the best in live North American sports 24/7. NASN is the best of live NFL, including the Super Bowl live, up to 175 regular season NHL games and the Stanley Cup Finals, comprehensive coverage of the MLB regular and postseason, and exclusive college football and basketball. With the best daily news, highlights, and analysis, NASN is your channel for the best in live North American sports. Visit NASN.com for scheduling, news, and information.
Boy, this is mighty close as to whether Ovi Mihaly's forearm is on the ground before the ball comes out or whether his right leg was on the ground. But the Ravens choosing not to challenge, and I'm really surprised by that.
And Larry Johnson back to work just inside the 40. Let's take another look.
They may not have gotten this overturned, but look at his right forearm. You know, you're down if that forearm's on the ground. You're not down if your hand's on the ground, but if your forearm comes down, I mean, that's so close. That is so close. I think you just got to challenge that. I'm very surprised they didn't. They might have lost it, but wow, that might have been worth a run.
First turnover of the day by the Ravens. Green under pressure, incomplete. Intended for Eddie Kennison. Let's go to New York and JB.
Hey, Greg, a desperate Giants team trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Eli Manning play action, back of the end zone to David Tyree. Third touchdown of the day for Manning, 27-10. Giants late in the third. Back to Greg Gumbel and Dan Deardorff.
Thanks, JB. Isn't it amazing how the opinions of Tom Coughlin's coaching ability vary with the end result at the end of the day?
And that graphic just showed us how desperately the Giants need a win.
Green with time this time. Throws far side, incomplete.